We're never getting married. Your grandfather met a girl at a diner, proposed with a nickel, and bought a 4-bedroom house with pocket lint. Bro is 28 and just got rejected by an automated Hinge bot. The bloodline is cooked. We went from holding hands at the drive-in movie to paying $30 a month for premium super likes just to be ignored by a girl with an OnlyFans link in her bio. The internet tells you to get married, but you check your Wells Fargo app. You have $14 and a pending charge for DoorDash. The math isn't mathing. They say a ring should cost 2 months of your salary. Bro, 2 months of my salary can barely cover my Honda Civic insurance. Jewelers expect you to drop $8,000 on a shiny rock when you currently eat ramen out of a plastic cup in the dark. The modern dating asylum. She demands a 6 feet 5 inches finance bro who owns a boat and pays her Klarna debt. Delusion. You want a submissive virgin tradwife who cooks 5-course meals. Everyone's standards are built on TikTok street interviews. Meanwhile, bro's underwear has skid marks from 2022. Imagine trying to plan a wedding. The average American wedding costs $35,000. That is literally a down payment on a house blown in 6 hours. You're paying 40 bands to rent a barn, wear a suffocating tuxedo, and feed dry rubber chicken to your racist uncle who complains about the open bar. That will be $6,000 for the photographer to take pictures of you sweating through your shirt while your cousins vomit in the parking lot. Financial suicide. You can't even get to the wedding stage. The pipeline is broken. You match you text for 2 weeks like digital pen pals, and then she ghosts you for a guy with a jet ski. Bro's wallet. Zales ring. Bro walks into the jewelry store with absolute confidence. The clerk says $8,000. Bro immediately shits his pants and leaves. And let's talk about the absolute delusion of the starter home. You want to start a family? Cool. Go find $500,000 for a moldy shack next to a Walmart. Mom's basement. Zillow hell. You need an 800 credit score and a blood sacrifice just to get a 7% interest rate. You're basically paying the bank to be a glorified tenant. The real estate pyramid scheme is fully locked. The boomers own the houses the corporate landlords buy the rest, and bro is at the bottom paying pet rent for a hamster. You are 30 years old trying to bring a date home, but your roommate Craig is in the living room playing League of Legends in his underwear at maximum volume. It's repulsive. I want a romantic evening with my new girlfriend. The reality. Craig just blew up the toilet and didn't turn on the exhaust fan. You cannot build a nuclear family when your kitchen sink has plates that have been growing mold since the last Thanksgiving. Marriage is a beautiful expression of lifelong love and commitment. Marriage is a government contract betting you half your shit that you'll hate her in 5 years. If things go south, you are entering the ultimate American casino, the divorce courts. Half of all marriages end in a brutal legal war. The judge bangs a gavel, and suddenly you are living a Honda Civic paying alimony, while she keeps your prized Pokemon card collection. Card declined. The political compass of modern dating is a psychiatric ward. Everyone is manipulating everyone. Nobody actually wants to build a life. They just want Instagram content. Instead of facing rejection, modern men just give up completely. Bro's idea of a honeymoon is upgrading his Twitch subscription to Tier 3 so an e-girl will say his username. First, you delete Tinder. Then you stop going to bars. Finally, you biologically merge with your gaming chair, surviving entirely on Zero Sugar Monster and copium. Don't get married, bro. Women ruin your grind set. Wake up at 3 a.m., take an ice bath, and dropship fake AirPods until your dopamine is completely fried. We traded deep human connection for scrolling TikToks of street interviews where plastic people debate who should pay for a $12 Starbucks coffee. Your job. Inflation. Even if you found the perfect girl, the economy is actively trying to murder you. Groceries cost a fortune. You walk into Target with a $20 bill and leave with toothpaste and depression. The game was rigged from the start. You work 8 hours at a corporate job commute through traffic from hell and have zero energy left to even look a woman in the eyes. You get home at 6 p.m. You are exhausted. The idea of putting on nice clothes and spending $80 on dinner just to get ghosted tomorrow makes you want to blow your brains out. Go on a date, spend $100, feel miserable. The choice. Stay home, play Elden Ring, order $38 cold Chipotle. Bro always chooses the cold burrito. It is the path of least resistance. It is the embrace of the void. I'm just focusing on myself right now, working on my goals. You haven't left your apartment since Tuesday, and you smell like old onions. We tell ourselves we are focusing on the grind, but the grind is just rotting in bed scrolling Twitter until 4 a.m. The acceptance stage. We are dying alone. There's a strange peace in realizing it's over. You don't have to stress about the $35,000 wedding. You don't have to care about the starter home. Just accept your fate. Embrace the microplastics. Let the brain rot flow through your veins. The Bloodline had a good run, but it's time to pack it up. Get a golden retriever. At least a dog will be excited to see you when you come home from your miserable HR cubicle. A dog doesn't care about your credit score. Let the top 1% of finance chads fight over the Instagram models. Down here in the trenches, we just want to eat our fast food in absolute silence. I may never get married, I may never own a house, but at least I didn't lose half my net worth in a brutal divorce to a girl who hated my Honda Civic. So pour one out for the American dream. It was fun while it lasted. Now, if you'll excuse me, my $38 DoorDash order just arrived, and I need to avoid eye contact with the driver. Absolute despair.